Okay guys, I'm back with another video here. I'm going to do an initial review on this Xtool scanner. I recently did a video over the ZR15S code reader. It technically falls in the code reader category, and it the reason I actually even purchased it was because I was trying to do a transmission service on a 2017 Toyota Sienna, and you got to be able to read the transmission temperature. So I purchased it from Harbor Freight for $319. Get it back to the house. The latest update they had on that firmware would not read the transmission temperature, so I got a little aggravated with it, and I just did some more digging around, and I was like, if I could get a scan tool for pretty close to this price, that's pretty awesome, I'm gonna do it. So, and I'll just eat the restocking fee at that Harbor Freight code reader, because I'm just a little aggravated with it, and their customer support really is not that great. So I just happened to come across a video of a guy doing a video on one of these, and he claims that, you know, he's not in it for the money, and he's not in it for, you know, people send him their scan tools all the time. Oh, promote mine, promote mine. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth, but he said he usually doesn't do it, but then he came across this scan tool, which is the Xtool. Now, keep in mind, this Xtool D7S, that's the model of this one, it was only $366 off Amazon, and I paid $319 for a code reader at Harbor Freight. So when you do the math, I mean, it only makes sense that if you're trying to do anything, a DIY, or even a little bit more of a DIYer, you want to go with this tool and don't want to spend a whole lot of money. If you're already planning on going to get a code reader, especially that ZR15S, I highly advise you not to waste your money and give this a shot. But of course, this is just my initial review of this Xtool. So I'm in my 2015 Silverado here. By the way, I've already hooked it up to the 2017 Toyota Sienna, and it does read the transmission temperature. But it does a lot more than that. So another thing I liked about it, because I actually also looked into the Icon scan tool that Harbor Freight offers for close to $1,000. Watched a video on it, and I didn't like the wireless connection, because my shop isn't going to have Wi-Fi ever. And I also looked into the Autel. Well, the Autel, he couldn't even do a basic auto scan with that Autel unless he paid a $700 update on the machine. So I didn't want that. For one, you get 3 years of free updates on this, and supposedly it's 99 year after that, and even if you don't do the updates, you still are able to use this tool for the last year it was updated, which I really wanted. But I also wanted a hard wire going into the OBD2 port. I didn't want the wireless. I mean, I guess if you have Wi-Fi and things like that close to your shop, that's fine and dandy, but I don't, and I wanted the hard wire one. If I want to take it with me and go read something, I want to be able to do that. So without further ado, I'll quit yapping on here. So you just hit auto scan. That's another good thing I liked about this tool. That Icon, it took him like an hour or longer to get the thing set up. I just got this out of the box, and it came with like a 4-step instruction, and I'm already reading vehicles. Like, it took me like 5 minutes. You had to put in an email, register. It took me about 5 minutes to do all that. And this is a 2015 Silverado. We're going to click OK. It says the engine must be turned off, yada yada yada. Okay, now it's communicating. So now here's where you go with the auto scan or system selection. So the auto scan, It's going to do this, and it's going to read everything to see if you have any faults. All right. I mean, I think anyone would see that. You go back out. What I really like, so the initial video I saw of this, the guy was doing it on a Toyota, and he said this thing controls so many modules, it's unbelievable. Now, it's not going to do it for every single vehicle, but no matter what scan tool you get, no scan tool will do every single feature for every vehicle. It's just impossible, even the $5,000 Snap-on one. So system select. I mean, look, there's just a ton of stuff. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Transmission. We'll see what's going on with transmission. You can read codes, all that, live data if you want to. Transmission data. And I think on here it said something about you can program keys, but I'm sure that's subject to just some vehicles, which is fine with me. I want to show y'all something else, but I can't. It was under the special function. There's a special function tab somewhere if I can find it. Manual selection, maybe. No. Can't remember where it was at. Special function right there. Okay, so this is under the special functions tab. I mean, see, key programming, instrument cluster. I mean, tire pressure sensor reset. I mean, it's just a lot of capabilities. It's not going to be it for every vehicle, but for $366 right now, it's on a special. If you have any kind of desire to even get even a code reader, I would highly consider this before you do that. In my opinion, on this initial impression, it is well worth the money. You can take pictures somewhere. I haven't figured out how to do it. You're able to get on, it's like a tablet. I mean, you can get on Google Chrome if you want to somehow. I'm still just trying to learn and figure this thing out because, like I said, the instructions were one page. And I'll say one more thing and then I'm going to get off here. Another reason I picked Xtool was because no matter what scan tool or code reader you get, there's always going to be some complaint about something of it. I mean, that's just with anything. It don't even matter if it's code reader or not. The Xtool, I read nothing but good reviews about the customer service and technical support if you have issues with the Xtool. I didn't find that about any other one that I've looked at that was in my price range. So I'm not trying to promote this. They did not send me this. I'm just doing it to pass along the information I've got. I mean, you can have a $319 code reader that has very minimal functions, or you could get one of these and do a lot more with it, especially when you investigate all the capabilities of it and things of that nature. So with that, I'm going to hop off here. I was just going to let y'all know what I thought about it, and it'd be well worth the money if you're in the market for one and have that sort of price range of things. So don't just jump down the Harbor Freight bandwagon of those code readers that they offer. I'm sure they are nice, but that was the issue I had, and is really aggravating on that. And I was able to find this, and actually it got here in like a day or 2 days. I mean, it was real quick. It says it's going to get here 2 more days from now, but then I came here just a little bit ago and it's sitting on my front step. So if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer everything the best in my capability. All right, thanks.